working to meet the most critical needs of the community. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Brian Gralnick. He is the director of the Center for Social Responsibility, the Jewish Federation of Greater Philadelphia. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you say you're a community mutual fund.
That's
what do
right.
you mean by that?
Jewish Federation, a lot like the United Way of Southeastern Pennsylvania, is a community mutual fund in that we take philanthropic dollars from individuals all throughout Greater Philadelphia, and in fact, all over the country, and we pool and direct those gifts to make a greater impact than an individual could make, in and of themselves.
So let's focus a little bit on some of the needs and some of the areas in which you work. At the local level, you work on a regular basis to find out what the needs are and address them.
That's right. So my work related to the Center for Social Responsibility is really charged with identifying and prioritizing the local social service needs of older adults, as well as people who may be low income or might need some assistance with self-sufficiency and job training and job placement. So we recently conducted a study called the 2009 Jewish Population Study, in which we kind of took a snapshot of the Jewish population here in Greater Philadelphia, and it really gave us a good understanding about what some of the needs and challenges are. Just one of the facts that may be surprising for people is that we found that 4% of the Jewish community either had to reduce the size of a meal or skip a meal because of income-related issues.
So you're looking at a variety of different things when you undertake these surveys, and how then do you take this information and turn it into action and best leverage the dollars that are donated?
Right. Well, you just talked about a key word that is constantly something that we're focusing on, and figuring out, how donors' dollars can be leveraged, and working with, the United Way or different types of, state, local, or federal governments, how we can make the best impact to address the critical needs of our population is something we're working on a daily basis. I'm sure, as a lot of your viewers know, that, the challenges in today's economy are really numerous, and the goal for the Center for Social Responsibility and working with our lay leaders is to figure out where can we make an impact, where can we make a difference in the lives of the Jewish community and the community as a whole too.
Now, we've been talking about what happens here at a local level, but you as an organization work internationally as well as locally.
That's right. So Jewish Federation, the allocations and the impact that we have on the community is broken down by 3 centers. One, my center, is called the Center for Social Responsibility. We have a Center for Jewish Life and Learning, which tries to enrich Jewish learning and opportunities. And then we have a third center called the Center for Israel and Overseas, which tries to connect Jewish people in Philadelphia with Israel, as well as to try and alleviate some of the concerns and some of the poverty issues for Jewish people in Israel. A lot of them are former Holocaust survivors, as well as a lot of the individuals in the former Soviet Union who are still struggling to make ends meet.
So what is the relationship then? You mentioned the United Way several times. What's the relationship with the United Way?
We at Jewish Federation have an amazing and really close working relationship with the United Way. As you started your comments in talking about a community mutual fund, which is really similar to how the United Way describes themselves. We kind of have that bureaucratic relationship in which Jill Michael, the CEO of the United Way, sits on our audit committee. We are thankful that we have 2 lay leaders from Jewish Federation who sit on the United Way Board of Directors. But in terms of a more impactful or a more real type of relationship, the United Way and Jewish Federation collaborated to create an organization called the Ronhurst NORC, and NORC is an acronym for the Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. And this is a program which is modeled off of services that originally started in Israel, and really it's a small community-based organization in the Ronhurst section of Northeast Philadelphia that provides gap services to older adults who are homebound in the Northeast section of Philadelphia. And really what that means is that there are programs and services that are needed but not met by the current aging infrastructure. For example, home repair is a pretty big and important issue. Home modifications, transportations to grocery shopping, and medical appointments are just some of the areas we're working with the United Way on.
Thanks so much. We've been talking with Brian Gralnick. I'm Jill Horner.